Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to our channel. Tonight, get ready for a story of defiance, transformation, and justice. Imagine a single act of rejection sparking a revolution. Global icon Snoop Dogg, turning discrimination into a catalyst for change. If you're all about tales of courage and transformation, hit that subscribe button and join our journey of inspiration. Late one stormy evening in Long Beach, California, the rain fell in relentless sheets, drenching the neon-lit streets. Amid the downpour, Snoop Dogg's sleek black SUV glided to a stop in front of the Imperial Sunset Hotel, a once prestigious establishment whose fading grandeur still hinted at bygone opulence. The hotel's circular driveway glistened under the golden glow of chandeliers, spilling their light onto the wet pavement, creating a striking contrast between luxury and the encroaching darkness of the night. Stepping out of his vehicle with measured ease, Snoop adjusted the collar of his iconic blue and gold jacket. Standing at 6 feet 4 inches, his presence was impossible to ignore. His polished shoes clicked softly on the marble as he entered the hotel lobby. The scent of freshly cut roses mingled with the subtle aroma of espresso drifting from a nearby lounge, setting an unexpectedly warm scene. Yet beneath that veneer of refined comfort, an undercurrent of tension lay hidden. At the reception desk, a young clerk named Blake, his slicked-back hair and insincere smile betraying his inexperience, barely looked up as he processed Snoop's request. With his fingers dancing lazily over the keyboard, Blake informed Snoop in a tone that dripped with indifference. "I'm sorry, sir. We're fully booked tonight." Snoop's eyes narrowed as he scanned the lobby. In a matter of moments, the revolving doors swung open, admitting a casually dressed traveler in cargo pants and a hoodie. Without hesitation or protest, Blake handed this unknown traveler a key card with an overly enthusiastic nod. The contrast was unmistakable. While Snoop, a global icon with an unmatched legacy, was turned away, this unknown traveler was promptly accommodated. Suppressing a flicker of disappointment, Snoop's calm exterior remained intact. "Fully booked, you say?" he repeated, his voice cool, yet edged with quiet authority. Blake's practiced smile faltered for a brief moment before he mumbled an explanation that failed to mask the underlying prejudice. Snoop's heart pounded, not with anger, but with a determined resolve. He quietly excused himself and stepped back into the rain, the droplets blurring the neon lights into a cascade of fleeting reflections on his windshield. Rather than lashing out in the moment, Snoop parked his SUV a short distance away, beneath a modest awning. There, as the rain drummed steadily on the metal canopy, he pulled out his phone. With a few calculated taps, he began scanning nearby hotels. Yet his attention was repeatedly drawn back to the scene at the Imperial Sunset. The injustice, subtle yet deliberate, resonated deeply within him. This was not merely an isolated incident. It was a symptom of a broader neglect of dignity that many had suffered silently. In that rain-soaked moment, Snoop Dogg made a decision. The rejection he experienced was not just a personal affront. It was a call to action for everyone who had ever been overlooked or discriminated against. Resolute, he drove away from the hotel, his mind already formulating a plan to transform this symbol of exclusion into one of hope and inclusivity. By the early hours of dawn, Snoop had contacted his trusted attorney, Amanda Quinn, a formidable negotiator known for her swift and decisive actions. "Amanda, I want the paperwork for the Imperial Sunset Hotel ready by sunrise," he said in a tone that brooked no delay. With no time wasted, Amanda set the wheels in motion. Within hours, amidst the hushed urgency of legal documents and digital signatures, the deal was sealed. The Imperial Sunset Hotel was now under Snoop Dogg's ownership. The following morning, as the first pale rays of sunlight revealed the hotel's tired facade, Snoop returned. This time, he arrived not as a disgruntled traveler, but as the new owner, a man with the power to rewrite the hotel's fate. Dressed in a sharp, custom-designed jacket and sporting a pair of reflective sunglasses, he walked confidently through the lobby. The atmosphere shifted as staff and guests alike sensed that something monumental was unfolding. At the front desk, Blake was busying himself with paperwork when Snoop's presence commanded attention. With measured steps, Snoop set a sleek black folder on the counter and opened it to reveal a stack of signed legal documents. "Good morning," he began, his voice even yet carrying an undeniable weight. "My name is Snoop Dogg, and as of this morning, I am the owner of the Imperial Sunset Hotel." The room fell into a heavy silence. Blake's confident veneer crumbled, replaced by confusion and trepidation. I don't understand," he stammered. Snoop's eyes, calm and unwavering, fixed on Blake. "Last night you denied me a room, not because of a lack of availability, but because of a bias you refused to conceal. That treatment has no place here." At that moment, the entire lobby seemed to hold its breath. Among the gathered staff was Lila, a longtime housekeeper whose warm smile had often masked her quiet discontent. Alongside her, a few other employees exchanged nervous glances, as if waiting for their fate to be decided. Snoop continued, "This hotel has the potential to be a sanctuary for everyone. Effective immediately, Blake, you are relieved of your duties. We will not tolerate prejudice in any form." Blake's face flushed a deep red as murmurs rippled through the lobby. Snoop turned his attention to the assembled staff, his tone softening slightly as he explained his vision. "I believe that every guest, regardless of who they are, deserves respect and dignity. This hotel must represent fairness, compassion, and inclusion. Today marks a new beginning." Over the next few weeks, the transformation of the Imperial Sunset Hotel was nothing short of revolutionary. Snoop Dogg took a hands-on approach, personally overseeing renovations that updated the once outdated decor. The cold, sterile walls were repainted in warm hues that invited guests to feel at home, and the lobby was reimagined as a space where every visitor could experience genuine hospitality. Staff members underwent comprehensive training sessions, led by experts in diversity, equity, and inclusion. These sessions were not mere lectures, but heartfelt conversations that allowed employees to confront their biases and embrace a culture of empathy. Lila, whose gentle nature and natural empathy had always set her apart, was promoted to assistant manager. "I never imagined I'd have this kind of opportunity," she confided in Snoop during one of their check-ins, her eyes shining with cautious hope. The changes were palpable. Former guests, drawn by whispers of the hotel's transformation, returned to witness the evolution firsthand. New guests arrived, curious about the stories of change and inspired by the promise of a truly welcoming environment. Reviews began to pour in, praising not only the luxurious accommodations, but the atmosphere of kindness and respect that now permeated every interaction. In one particularly moving moment, Snoop found himself in the newly renovated lobby on a crisp morning. Sunlight streamed through large windows, illuminating polished marble floors and vibrant floral arrangements. A family, parents with 2 young children, entered the lobby. The father, whose demeanor bore an uncanny resemblance to Snoop's own calm authority, approached him and said, "I read about what you did here. It's truly inspiring." Snoop simply nodded, his smile warm yet reserved, replying, "This place is for everyone." That's how it should always be. Meanwhile, news of the hotel's dramatic turnaround spread rapidly. The former front desk clerk, Blake, struggled to find work thereafter, forced to reckon with the consequences of his discriminatory actions. His experience became a cautionary tale within the industry, a reminder that respect and dignity are not optional luxuries, but essential values. For Snoop Dogg, the journey from rejection to renewal was deeply personal. It was a reminder of the power of resilience, the importance of standing up for what is right, and the impact one person can have in reshaping an entire community. The Imperial Sunset Hotel, once a symbol of exclusion, now stood as a beacon of hope, a tangible example that change is possible when courage and conviction unite. In the months that followed, the hotel not only flourished under new management, but also became a hub for community outreach programs, charity events, and initiatives aimed at fostering diversity and inclusion. The transformation was not merely physical, but also cultural. Every member of the staff, from the newly appointed general manager to the long-serving housekeeping team, embraced a renewed sense of purpose. The hotel's reputation shifted from one of cold exclusivity to a warm, inviting space where every guest was treated as family. As Snoop Dogg stood one quiet evening, surveying the bustling lobby filled with contented guests and smiling employees, he reflected on the journey that had brought him here. What had begun as a personal slight had grown into a movement, a powerful reminder that dignity and justice must be upheld, no matter the cost. In that moment, amid the soft hum of conversation and the gentle clink of fine china, Snoop knew that this was only the beginning. His mission, fueled by the memory of that rainy night of rejection, would continue to inspire change far beyond the walls of the Imperial Sunset Hotel. And so, with each passing day, the hotel not only served as a place to rest, but as a living testament to the transformative power of empathy, fairness, and courage. In rewriting the fate of one neglected establishment, Snoop Dogg had illuminated a path for countless others, a path where every individual is valued, every experience is cherished, and every night holds the promise of a brighter tomorrow.